What's up, guys? Kunal here, Bulls on Wall Street. Hope everybody's having a fantastic trading month. It has been bonkers in the stock market. As you know, there's been just individual stocks busted loose in ways that we haven't seen really in a long time. What I want to talk to you guys a little bit about today is IPO stocks. A whole host of IPO stocks have been really breaking out. It's been probably the hottest sector when you couple that with technology in the markets. You're seeing stocks like, right, ZM, everybody's heard of Zoom or used it at some point. You know, this thing's up like 10x over the last, so many months this year, basically. DocuSign, this is another one that really in the last year is almost up a 10x. We're at like an 8x. You could see already today, like this thing is, and I think this thing's opening up at like 300 today. So it's just been getting bonkers. And all these are new issues. One of the things that they have in common is that they're new issues. So there's kind of a handful of things that happen is, tech stocks have been hot for really the last few years. And then the IPO market has really, really cruised up. And so you start to see a lot of these type of names. And every day you're starting to see like a whole host of these kind of names just start to go. Yesterday there was a big breakout in Shill. So let's talk about like some of the ones that haven't gone. Obviously these ones like Shill, DocuSign, ZM, these are going to be stocks that you're going to be watching, really for the next few weeks. And I think that they're day tradable still. When a stock starts to make a move, you can keep day trading it, but it's not necessarily something that you can hold on to for like multiple days. When you want to hold on to something for multiple days, what you really need is something that's starting to make a move, right? That's starting to come out of some consolidation. So the rule of thumb on all momentum is, when you start getting a trend, even a nice like 5 to 10 to 15 day consolidation, let your moving averages catch up, will give yourself a really nice opportunity if you start to break out. Or you look for ones that haven't moved at all, right? You look for ones that haven't moved at all. So let's talk about a few that I think have a chance here. I got this CRNC on the watch list. This one had a really nice earnings breakout over here. And so when you see this gap over here and the big move, that move was because of earnings. When you have a stock that has like earnings, they beat on earnings and they go for a nice little run for a couple days, oftentimes they'll digest that move and really start to marinate in it. And you're starting to see a really nice kind of consolidation coming out of this. I think that this one's got a chance. If you see the float on this, it's only a $2 billion company. So you're in the right sector. You're in the right market cap. It's not a small cap stock, but it's like that mid cap zone that's really kind of catches on fire sometimes when they start to go. And the float on this is just tiny. So I think that this one has a chance to really go. Another one that I like, and I entered this one in yesterday. This API's got a nice kind of $50, nice $50 breakout over here. And see how like you got your 9 EMA really cushion up under it. I think if you get any kind of pull on this today, I think that this one could be a really nice swing entry with, a move back into the 60s or 70s. There's very few of these type of stocks that are like sitting on a bottom that just haven't moved at all. I like that one for a potential move. Fiber's one that looks like it should be busted loose any day. Yesterday started to peek its head out of its trend line. It hasn't broken its ATH just yet, but it's getting there today. Like, I think that this one is one to watch, and boy, like it, when it goes, it really goes. Now, fiber's not something you can necessarily day trade. It's one of those ones that like, it's got that thinness on it. And so when you have that, like you can't necessarily just hold it and hold it and hold it for a day trade, but you can for a swing trade, because when you have a swing trade, you can have less liquidity. I think this AZEK is another one that's like got a really, really nice kind of look to it. I'd wait for just a little bit of pull on this one and then it go, as the market is a little bit overbought. So obviously, when you have a really extended market, what you want to do is kind of let things just pull back just a little bit. And if they can, you're going to have a really nice move in this AZEK potentially too. And then VRM is another one that just started to bust loose. It's been consolidating now for like a month. Any kind of pull on this one back into the 70 spot or something like that. I think that this one's going to go. If you look at this sector, so it's an IPO, but like all these kind of stocks, like if you see Carvana, they just been going bonkers. Like this is like, I don't know if anybody's ever even used Carvana before, but this thing went from 28 to 200, and it's still busting loose. VRM is in that very same sector, and if you really think about like a lot of the moves of this year, anything with the word car in it, it could be EV car, website car, specialty cars, electronic cars, electric on vans. It doesn't really matter. For some reason, this has been just a year of automakers, obviously with Tesla going. I think that this one will have a chance too. And so definitely keep VRM on the list. And I get a whole host of, I track about 100, and I track a couple hundred of these, but I narrow them down to usually 100 with volume. I got about 280 on the list, and I'm always adding new ones in. And so what you want to really do is build out a list. If you go on your TC 2000 and you just you can do a filter to get all the list of IPOs. And every week, right, they're coming out, and there's some new ones that that are getting played. So add those to the list. There's going to be a whole host of them. There's some ones that maybe keep an eye on for later, like this, LI. This is like a Chinese automaker, or even this XPEV, which is acting like a big turd right now. But maybe this one starts to catch up too. Okay, so hopefully that helps. I'd stick with the ones that are looking like they could break out right now, and a lot of these other ones are more specialty ones that are going to take some time to go. But hopefully that helps, and let me know if you have any questions. Take care.